Previously on Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. However, he gave us the gun, but he didn't give us any ammo. So, what the heck, Lottie? Why do you give me a gun when you don't give me ammo? Maybe you did deserve to die. And with that, our adventure continues. Hello everybody, Jonathan Wolf here, and welcome back to the Tomb Raider Marathon. Today we're continuing on with the Angel of Darkness, and in this video, we're going to be infiltrating the bio-research facility. So yeah, with that said, let's get going. Okay, so here we are where we ended the last video. We now have shorts. Don't ask why, but now Lara Croft has shorts. And yeah, as you can see, we are now in the Botanical Gardens from Arkham Asylum. Okay. Never thought I would explore, never thought we would teleport to Arkham, but whatever. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the middle, and we're going to talk to this guy. And this guy is Dr. Muller, or Dr. Muller. And we saw this guy before. We actually did saw him on that one cutscene in the Louvre Galleries video. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Don't breathe, and definitely don't move.
You're in big trouble, whoever you are. Intruders don't last long in Strahov.
Just answer my questions. Fine. First question, who are you? Second question, what are you and your buddies up to in here?
You really don't know what the Cabal is. We are the beginning of a new order of life on Earth.
Well, I've never heard of you.
Ignorant mortal. The Cabal! We control everything here in Prague. It means that we are going to be immortal. And you are going to be dead, intruder.
Immortal? That is impressive. How are you going to manage that?
Meister Eckhart is about to return the Nephilim race to glory. For our part in that triumph, he will grant us immortality.
If I had a coconut for every time some lunatic said something like that.
Your pathetic ignorance blinds you. We already have the last vital element from Turkey here in Strahov.
And that is?
The only true remaining Nephilim. The Cubiculum Nephilae, the Sleeper. That's right. The last of the extinct race here in the Strahov.
Surely the Nephilim are just a myth.
You see, ignorance. With vital essences extracted from this precious specimen, Meister Eckhart can breed the next generation of pure Nephilim. No more abomination to run amok like Boaz's proto-Nephilim. She deserved to pay for her stupidity.
Yes. Highly inconvenient having abominations running around loose, isn't it?
You have no idea what you are mocking.
What a piss poor way to try to kill Lara Croft with just gas. My god. You are so out of touch, Dr. Muller. My god. Okay, so once we finish that cutscene, which you cannot skip, by the way. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention. The dialogue cutscenes, you cannot skip them. So yeah, if you're replaying this game, sucks to be you. Now that being said, I don't know if that's the case in the remasters, but like I mentioned so many times, I will not figure out for when I record and edit these videos, because I'm not gonna play them until this entire playthrough is uploaded to YouTube. Okay, now right over here we got this this one head that is not pouring water, and well, if we interact with it, we will actually open a secret compartment that is going to be over here to the left side when you enter this area. Or if you go back, it's going to be to the right side. And yeah, right over here we got this ladder. And on top of this ladder, we will have some SMG ammo. Which is good, because the SMG is a really good weapon. Probably the best weapon in the game, considering the fact that you get so... They give you so much ammo for that weapon. And right over here, we also have this lever. And this lever is going to open the door where Dr. Muller escaped to. So yeah, now we have to give chase. And basically, we now have to get to the end of this research facility. Now, if we continue down the left side, we're going to get some more pickups. Now, right over here, we got this SMG clip. And we also have that plant that is going to try to bite Lara's head off. However, I have never gotten hit by it, so yeah, I don't know what the deal with that guy is. But once you pick it up, if you go behind this rock, you're going to get a Mac Vega clip as well as some SMG clips. So that is awesome. And once you get cleared, we want to go into this hallway and press the yellow button to continue on into the next area. Also, what the heck is wrong with your food, Lara? Okay, so coming up in this room, we're gonna have this panoramic view of these test tubes, or I guess containment tubes, or whatever they are. And right over here, we're gonna see that we got this plant monster that is going to burst out of his captivity. And yeah, now we have to fight him. Now, before we do, if we go down the left stairs and we go and we take a U-turn, right over here we can get some bandages. Okay, now what I'm going to do also is I'm going to ignore this guy and I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to climb the thing, okay. But I'm going to climb the right stairs and then I'm going to make it all the way to the end because at the end, we have some Mag Vega ammo. And even though I said the Mag Vega sucks, I'm still going to use it just to show you how terrible it is. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use a Mag Vega on this guy. Now you want to keep in mind though that if you kill this guy, you will spawn 9 extra enemies. Now, so yeah, if you want to get all the kills in this level, you want to kill him. However, if you don't want to deal with these roly-poly scarabs, yeah, you just want to continue on. But yeah, basically we have to get these guys, and yeah, these guys take forever to kill with the Mag Vega. But yeah, once you kill the first set of 3, the next set will spawn in, and yeah, basically you have to kill 9 of these enemies. Now, every once in a while, you will shoot the test tubes and you will destroy them, even though there's really no reason to destroy them, but whatever. Now, these guys, when they roll, they do not do damage. However, they do have a lunge attack that can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. They also have a standing bite attack, which, yeah, it's very easy to avoid. But yeah, if you just keep moving, these guys are not hard. The only problem you gotta keep in mind is when they decide to gang up on you. And yeah, as you can see right there, I just wasted all of my Mag Vega ammo on those guys. Just it comes to show that the Mag Vega is just absolutely terrible. Because yeah, just to jump the gun a bit, if I used the SMG or the Scorpion X, yeah, it would have taken less bullets. Okay, so once they're all dead, what you want to do now is we want to climb up the left side of the stairs. And right over here, we got 2 pickups worth of Mag Vega ammo. So we got one on the halfway point, and then we got another one on the at the very end. Okay, so now, right over there, there's a door. However, if you try to go into the door, it will not open. Lara will tell you that it will not open. So what you want to do is, on this ledge, you want to find this pipe that is up above me. And then we want to jump and grab it. And then we want to get to the scaffolding of this room that is on the very top. And basically, once we get to the top, we have to spin 2 valves that will open a secret compartment that will allow us to continue on with the level. So yeah, the first valve is right over here, and the second valve is on the other side. Also, yeah, Lara said to Dr. Muller if she had a coconut for every time some lunatic said that he wanted to acquire immortality. Yeah, I wonder how many coconuts Lara has in her home. Like, I don't know. Does she have like in the hundreds, in the thousands? That is a question that needs to be solved. So yeah, if you guys want to give a number, leave in the comments below. How many coconuts do you think Lara Croft has in her home, in her humble abode? Okay, so right here we got this broken catwalk. However, yeah, you can actually very easily cross this by doing hops. Now, the best way that I found to do this is you want to position Lara where this line is, and then what you want to do is you want to just do hops. Now, remember, and actually you want to do 2 hops in a row. Now, remember, to hop, what you want to do is you want to, no, don't go down the ladder, Lara Croft. To do a hop, what you want to do is you want to hold down the walk button and press the jump button. Yeah, I wonder how many coconuts Lara has. I'm going to estimate it says she has 247. That's my guess. To be a little bit wacky. Now, of course, if you say 5 or 6, depending on the amount of games that we've been having, then you very clearly have not read the other material that Lara Croft possesses. Because, yeah, I think at this point, Lara already has, like, physical, or not physical, but comic media. But also, keep in mind, I guess you should also mention that in between Chronicles and Angel of Darkness, we did get 3 other games. We got Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider Curse of the Sword for the Game Boy Color, and we also got Tomb Raider The Prophecy for the GBA. And yes, those games were developed by Core, and I was originally going to tackle them for this marathon. However, I decided to stick with the main 6, just with the main console games, simply because I will tackle all of the handheld games at a later point in the Tomb Raider marathon. But yeah, basically, once you spin the both valves, you're going to open this circuit compartment, which is the same compartment where that one mutant guy came from. And also, if you want, you can actually you could have actually gone down by using this ladder right here. However, if you actually did that, you would have taken fall damage. However, yeah, we want to try to not take damage. So yeah, basically, I actually went. So yeah, basically, what I did is that I went back the way I came, through the pipe. So yeah, basically once we get back safely to the bottom, we just go down into the hole, and into a brand new area. Now in this first sewer area, there is nothing, and right over here, we have this slide, and you want to slide down the middle so you can actually grab this ladder. And basically, yeah, we can now just climb to the top. Now at the top, there's going to be a small med pack. No, don't go in the ladder, Lara Croft, or the ledge, I guess. All right, let's grab the med pack. And yeah, and if you want, you can actually go down into the water. However, I recommend you stay out of the water from this point onward, at least for this room, because in the water there's going to be this underwater creature called the Leviathan, and he can actually kill you in one hit. So yeah, you want to be careful. And what the heck are you doing here? You are not supposed to be there. Well, shit, that sucks. Yeah, usually this guy is like directly below me, or in some cases he's actually over there in the distance. But yeah, basically, if you fall into the water, there's going to be this giant mutant fish that is going to... Actually, we can see him right now. So yeah, over there, you can kind of see him. Except that he went hiding, but... Yeah, this guy... Yeah, I have never seen this guy spawn in this area. That is very odd. Oh well. But yeah, so you can see down there, that's the fish that's the mutant fish that I was talking about. But yeah, so yeah, if you fall into the water and this guy gets near you, you're basically dead. Now there is a ladder right here, and there's also a ladder over there in the distance. You can kind of see it, but yeah, those are actually two ways you can actually climb out of the water to get out and basically not be fish food. Now once we get down here, we want to jump on this pipe, because in this pipe we have some Mac Vega ammo, but we also have this valve. And this valve, what it's going to do is going to turn off some steam that will allow us to climb a pipe without taking damage. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn around and pop the camera, which, yeah, I forgot to mention, but to center the camera behind Lara, what you want to do is you want to press the R3 button, or in other words, you want to click on the right analog stick. And you know, if this was the 2000s or the 2010s, I would not know what the R3 button was. It wasn't until Sly Cooper 3 where I finally discovered what the R3 was. Although I did saw my dad play Killzone, and he did do like a move that I never actually known, and I was like, wait, how did you do that? And basically he told me that I pressed the R3 button, and I was like, what's the R3? And then he showed me, like, you press the right analog stick. And it's like, so that's how it is. And because of that, I was finally able to beat Sly Cooper 2. So there you go. Okay, so we turn off the steam. However, if you try to continue down that path, we're gonna fall directly into the water, because we have to set up a platform so that we can actually land on it. So what you want to do is you want to go down here, and then we want to climb this shrubbery. And yeah, basically, once you get to the top over here, we want to go around the corner on the right. And then we just want to keep climbing this shrubbery all the way to the top. And right here we got this gate, and I'm pretty sure this is the same gate that connects to that test tube area. I mean, it would make sense, you know. But yeah, right here on the top we got this ladder, and I'm actually gonna walk this time because of the camera angle. And here we got this lever, and what this lever is going to do is it's going to operate that platform. Now you may think, okay, so I got close, so I can just do a running jump for it. However, yeah, we're not in control of Lara during this cutscene. And as you can see, the platform is now going to move to the other side of this catwalk, and the platform is going to stay there for the remainder of the level, unless you, of course, reload from a previous save. Also, my God, I got the hiccups. Also, I didn't meant to go down. I was meant to do a running jump. But yeah, now we gotta get down, and there's actually 3 ways you can do this. The first one is to make a dive to the water, which I don't recommend. The second one is to go back the way you came, or the third one, which is my preferred way, is to make a running jump for that ledge that is right there where the ladder is. Now, you want to be careful, because you want to do a running jump for this one, because if you decide to do a standing jump, I guess I'll show you right here, but yeah, Lara will actually grab this, the shrubbery on the ceiling, and you're basically going to just do some monkey bar. And yeah, that's actually one thing that I've never addressed in this game. And by the way, in this ledge, we have some SMG ammo, some Mac Vega ammo, and some pills. But yeah, that is actually one thing that I've never addressed in when it comes to this game. And that's the fact that when you jump at when you press a jump button in specific points, Lara will automatically, in some cases, like the like pipes, or like the pipes that you can actually monkey bar across, Lara will automatically sidestep or move to the chain, and she will actually grab it automatically. So it's not like Tomb Raider. So it's not like the past Tomb Raider games where you have to press jump and then action. And that is actually one thing. And on one hand, it's actually good that we don't have to do that. But on the second part, it's just kind of annoying. It can be kind of annoying when you try to do a specific jump. But yeah, once we get the items, we want to go back down, and then we want to shimmy across this ledge. And this is the pipe that we turn off the steam, or that we can climb safely because we turn off the steam. Okay, now this part can be very annoying because if you keep falling forward, on this part, Lara will actually grab the ledge on the right, or on the right side of the pipe. And yeah, if she does that, it can be kind of annoying. But also, this part can be very obnoxious because, yeah, you basically have to make sure that Lara just shimmies to the left, or shimmies to the left. But because of the camera angle, you have to press like down to the left. But sometimes that doesn't even work. So yeah, I'll say right now that the camera in this game is not that annoying, but when you try to shimmy across and try to be precise, it can be very, very annoying. But yeah, once we get to the other side, we want to climb the shrubbery. And I do recommend you actually let go of the analog stick and start pressing forward every once in a while, just so that Lara will actually continue on climbing. Lara, where are you going? Lara, where are you going? God damn it, Lara. You had one job, woman. Alright, let's just get out of the water. Don't bite me, you stupid fish. Yeah, that's actually another thing that really annoys me about this game. That's the fact that because of the camera, the tank control, and because this game doesn't operate in tank controls, the camera is going to be your worst enemy when it comes to specific platforming regarding the grip meter. Okay, so now we got this part, which can be kind of annoying. But basically, what you want to do is you want to try to go all the way to the end over here. And once you get to the end, we can just let go, and we'll actually land on this platform that we aligned back at the beginning of this room. And we made it. We got to the end of the other pool. I almost got eaten by a fish, but thank God for iframes, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so let's go over here and push the button. And into the next area we go. And right over here we have the final... Actually, no, this is not the final room. But right over here, we're going to have this plant that's going to shut it down. That's going to shut a door for us. So, yeah, how rude of you, sentient plant. Oh my god, this is the Botanical Gardens from Arkham. What the heck? We got sentient plants. I don't believe it. Alright, so right over here on the bottom, below this thing, we have some Mac Vega ammo. And right up these stairs, as you can see, we got 5 valves. And right over here, we got these drawings when it comes to pulling the lever to, I guess, feed some nutrients to the plant. However, if we move this desk out of the way, you will see that we have a lever combination that has a cross, meaning that, yeah, basically, you know, let's be logical and use the combination that gives the negative side, because, you know, what's the worst that can happen? Kill the plant. So yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to turn the valve with the Y, with the weird looking Y, the valve with the plus, and the valve with the with the stake in a triangle. So in other words, we want to spin valves 1, 2, and 4 if you're going from left to right. And as you can see, by filling the valves, we're actually going to fill up this, I guess, herbicide or something. And once we turn all the valves, we can flip the switch, and we can actually make some magic happen. Oh my god, what? We killed a plant? I never saw that coming. Okay. Now, right over here, we got these, like, safes. However, there is nothing on those. Yeah, the only item in this room is the Mac Vega clips we got down below. Alright, but now that we took care of the plant. Let's go through these double doors. And into the final area we go. Or the final big room of the level we go. Now, as soon as we start the level, you're going to get that cinematic of that key card, which is at the very top of this room. And that's basically our ultimate goal, to get that key card. But also, we want to get 2 more key cards. Now, as soon as we go over here, we want to take our rifle, or our SMG, because there's going to be a guy in the bottom floor. And he drops a security pass. Now, if we continue down this path, if we go over here to this door on the right, we're going to see that we have this gate, and we also have 3 keycard slots. And basically what we need to do here is we need to get 2 more key cards so we can open that door that will lead us to the end of the level. And yeah, basically what we have to do is now we got to find the other 2 key cards. Now in this large room there are 2 more gun guys. However, they can be taken care of very easily. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up the ladder. And then I'm going to go over here to the right. And then I'm going to take my SMG and oh no, he went away. No. Oh man. Yeah, he's going to take a while to get to me. But basically what I'm going to do, is I'm going to stay right here on this ledge and I'm going to wait for this guy to come to me, because you can try to snipe him from other angles. However, if you snipe him from here, you will be in a position where you will hit him, but he cannot get to you. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, I'm in range. And yeah, I just got him by surprise. And we can just kill him very quickly. And we don't have to worry about that guy sniping us from another point of view. Now he will actually drop one of the 3 key cards we need. So yeah, basically we now have the location of all 3. So yeah, we already got one. We got that one which was dropped, and then we also have the location of the 3rd one, which is the very top of this area. Now that guy right there is not going to see you, so you don't have to worry about him sniping at you as you do some platforming. But basically what you want to do is you want to do a hop to this ledge, and then what you can do is you can just do a normal jump, or you can just do a hop to this platform right here. And then we can just do a normal jump to this platform. Now, right over here, what you want to do is you want to do a standing jump to the opening. Because, yeah, if you try to go for the ledge that has the railing, yeah, you're not going to grab the ledge. Instead, you're just going to fall off. So, yeah, that's actually not a good thing. Now, once we get over here, I'm just going to trigger this right now.
This ledge looks too far. I don't think I'll make it yet.
Yeah, as you can see, that
this
jump...
ledge looks too far.
Yes, shut up, Laura. That jump is not going to be good enough for Laura to cross. In other words, she's not strong enough. So, yeah, we basically need to find a way to upgrade Lara Croft. Now once we get to the other side, we can actually open this door, and this will essentially be a return path. Because, yeah, you cannot open this door from this side right here. So, yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here, which is across the door that we open. And right over here, we got this jump. And by making this jump to where this med pack is, we're going to get an upgrade.
My strength has increased. Maybe now I can make it across that ledge.
So congratulations, Laura. You jumped enough times that you can now get an upgrade. And you may think, okay, so what do we get? Did we get like a minor upgrade? No, because, you know, to make this jump, we have to jump and grab the ledge. However, with the upgrade, we can now jump even further. So yeah, Laura's jump in this game is kind of busted. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, now before we continue, I want to show you something. So down there, you can kind of see the green glow. But down there where Lara's shoulder is, there are some bandages. However, I'm going to go get those towards the end. Okay, now for this part, what you want to do is, while I'm at an angle, I am very scared of that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, now that we got the upgrade, we can now jump across that gap, and we can just, and now we can actually make it to the top, to the topmost part of this room. Also, my God, I got the hiccups. Maybe because I'm recording after eating. Because yeah, I just had lunch. I just had pizza for lunch. Okay, so now let's shimmy on across. And once we get to this point, we're gonna trigger a cutscene. So let's see what the deal is with this cutscene. Or let's see what we're gonna do here, or who's gonna show up. Maybe Dr. Muller, and he's going to confront us in a boss fight or something. I don't know.
There's chaos out there. Why has the power been cut off?
Is this your doing, Muller?
No, the power's down everywhere.
Just control things in the dome, then. Do it. Is everything locked down? You don't want anything getting loose.
It's under control, Master Eckhart.
We have a problem down in the sanatorium.
What problem, boys? Just have the guards deal with your inmates and pets.
I have a confession, Master Eckhart. I didn't destroy the proto-Nephilim.
The Proto. You are kidding. Right, Boaz? I need to supervise this personally.
That experiment was to be eradicated. I expressly ordered it. It's far too dangerous to keep alive.
I couldn't. It's half Nephilim. That makes it impossible to kill without your bariac shard.
You ignored my orders for the last time, Boaz. Muller, I need the services of one of your little creations.
Ah, please, no! It wasn't my fault! I'm loyal!
Your own incompetence has sentenced you, Boaz.
Give me a chance! Not the pot!
I will be obeyed. Now sort this mess out.
God, that bitch slap that Eckhart gives Boaz too. My God, that's like out of nowhere. Good Lord. All right, so yeah, by turning off the power in the last video, we caused some chaos. So that is awesome. And yeah, as you can see, we're now on the top floor, and we can actually get the key card that we saw in that cinematic when we enter this room. Now, if we go beyond, we're actually going to get some SMG clips, or an SMG clip. And yeah, now that we are now that we're done with that, now we have to go down and get the third and final key card that we need. Now, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what's the most efficient way to get this key card, or at the very least to get it without taking damage. But basically what I do is from this ledge, I just do a running jump, and I just get to this ledge. Yes, you will take some damage. However, it is honestly the best way to get to this platform. I'm pretty sure that what you're supposed to do is with the leg upgrade, you actually want to make this jump. Also, but yeah, I'm not going to risk it just in case I screw it up.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, right over here, we got a Mac Vega clip. And here we got the slider. And we can actually climb the slider to the bottom and just drop off and drop down safely. Now, there is water down there. However, there's not a Leviathan down into the water. So we are perfectly safe. Or you're perfectly okay to go into the water. Although, to be fair, that water is basically there to catch you if you screw up the jumping from that roof over there. Because, yeah, that entire roof is a slope. So, yeah, you cannot stand in there. Okay, so now that we got all the key cards, you may think, okay, so now we gotta go there. But why are you going up here again, John? Well, that is because we do have some bandages I want to get. Now, even though I'm not going to use them, I'm going to get them anyway because, well, this is a walkthrough, so there you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a jump over here to slide backwards, and then I'm going to hold the action button. And then we're going to shimmy to the left or to the right because here we can actually grab this not looking pipe. And we can actually just climb to the bottom, and so we can actually grab these bandages. Now, if you want, you can actually drop down from the ledge into this other ledge. However, it will do damage, and we want to try to stop taking damage because now we have to enter a poison gas area. And there are items in that area. So yeah, we basically have to try to minimize our damage. Because yeah, even though we will lose breath or air meter, it will also do damage. So it's basically the same as the poison gas from the VCI levels in Tomb Raider 3 or Tomb Raider 5 or Red Alert. But yeah, once we got all the key cards, we want to go into this area and input all of them. And this will open this door right here. And now we're moving on to the final room of the level. Now, to exit the level, what you want to do is you want to go across this catwalk. However, if you care for items, there are a couple of items we can get over here. Now, right over here in this gas, right over here before this pool, there is some SMG clips. And right beyond the pool over here, on the left, we have even more SMG clips. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop into the water. And while we're in the water, we are safe from the gas. In fact, we're going to be safe from the gas at pretty much the entirety where we are in this room right here. And right over here in this room, there are 2 more items we can get. And to do this, and to get them, what you want to do is you want to pull this box 3 times. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. And once you pull it 3 times, we can actually jump and go into this hole. And right over here, we got these lockers. And the lockers on the sides will have items. So this one over here will have pills. And the locker on the right will have pills. And the locker on the left will have, I believe, SMG clips. No, some bandages. But yeah, just in case, just to show you. Yeah, as you can see, Laura did not reach out, which meant that there was no item in there. Alright, so now... And yeah, that's basically all of the items in this level. So now we can just go back, get out of the water, and finish this level. Alright, so let's quickly get out so that we don't get more damage. And yeah, that's it. That is it for the bio research facility. So let's go ahead and push the button. And then let's enter this other elevator or chamber and get a cutscene and finally finish this level.
You really have made a mess of things, haven't you?
Who for? The stalker who stole my painting? What do you need with the painting?
Maybe I'll explain later, Ms. Croft. But for now, I need to go and turn the power back on.
Leaving me here?
You've caused enough problems over the last 2 days. Safer for everyone if you stay in one place for a while. You'll be okay in there.
And this?
My periapt shard. You...
Picked it up in the Louvre, yes. After you stole my painting.
All this can wait. I know where you'll be. Take a breather from damaging things, why don't you?
Well, at least we know what that shard is. So it belongs to that guy. And speaking of this guy, yeah, as you can see, we are now playing as someone that is not Lara Croft. So yeah, what's the deal with this guy? Well, we're gonna have to learn. Well, we're gonna have to learn next time because I am basically gonna be finishing this video. So yes, next time we meet on Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness, we're gonna be entering the sanitarium and we're gonna be playing as a brand new character in the Tomb Raider franchise. And in fact, we're gonna be playing as the only non-Lara playable character in the entire Tomb Raider franchise, at least as far as I remember, because I don't remember if you play as someone else in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And you know, technically you can play as other characters in the Lara Croft games, or at the very least the first 2 Lara Croft games, but player 1 plays as Lara. Player 1 is Lara Croft no matter what. So by technicality it doesn't count. But yeah, next time we're going to be playing as a brand new character and we're going to be accessing the sanitarium. And yeah, if you thought that the Botanical Garden joke from being part of Arkham is not fitting, yeah, we're basically going to be entering an asylum now. So, yeah, there you go. All right, then, everyone. That is going to be it for this episode of the Tomb Raider Marathon. Thank you all for watching. I'm Jonathan Wolf, and I will see you all in the sanitarium. Take it easy, everyone.